when I walk. That's a lot of hair. You know? Okay. I got enough better to do what I need to do this morning. How y'all doing? Let me check this chat real quick, do a little check-in before I start. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Be Digital Love, I'm doing well. Yeah, I got craziness going on tomorrow, y'all. Today, y'all. Linda says, great, nice 4-day weekend. Wasn't it nice? I didn't have to bring the kids to school yesterday, and it was mighty nice to not have to do that. I was able to, well, I had to take an appointment for the boys, my son and my nephew, so I had to take them to their appointment. But besides that, it was nice to not have to be like in my regular. With you on that. Oh, so I got some volume. Let me turn that off. Put this in my group over here. Is that how I want it today? I do. And over here. Good morning, Farron. Glad to have you this morning. All right, we're gonna get this party started. The only drawback is that um the only drawback. Oh yeah, their appointments went well. Yeah, they did. Their appointments went well. Be Digital Love asked Facebook folks, did the appointments go well? Oh yeah, they went well. I just had to, put on the mommy hat, the auntie hat, and run children places. Good morning, Jariah. Good morning, Farron. Glad to have you this morning. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Jamila. Good morning, Deidra. Deidra Smith. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. We Digital Love says, I'm going to work on scheduling my post on Canva. Never did it before, so let's see. It's going to go great. It's going to go great because you're doing it. My worst nightmare is about to come true, y'all. Actually, I changed that. It's not falling. If I fall, we fall down, but we get up. I got to get this hanger up. I told this little girl, they running me thin. Yeah, no falls, no falls. It used to be my worst fear, but I'm gonna actually say it's not my worst fear the way it used to be. Cause now, like, y'all just gonna have to accept the fact that I failed. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be what it is. Hey, it might even go viral. I'll take it. I will sleep just fine that night. Mindset shift. If I fall, I fall. Okay. If I fall, I fall. It is the 18th of the month. From a setting goal standpoint, a lot of people start to fall off after week 3. Whatever it is they said they was going to do the first day of the month, they fall off. All right? They fall off. So it is more critical than ever that you hone in on what it is you want to do. So Be Digital Love is doing a Canva post. She's scheduling it tonight, right? She's committed to that. Okay? So now is the season to commit more now than ever to whatever it is that you're wanting to do. All right. Whatever it is you want to do, you got to do it right now. You got to commit to it right now. All right. Good morning, family page. Good morning, Charnette. Glad to have you guys this morning. Be Digital Love said, oh no, accountability. Yes, accountability. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Linda took some much needed rest. And so I checked in on her, not to hold her accountable, but to make sure that she was adequately supported. Right? And she's like, yeah, girl, I'll be back tomorrow. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be back tomorrow too. That's what it's about. We got to hold each other up. We got to honor each other's spaces. Right? So I love that she took some time to kind of rest, sleep in, and then jump right back in. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, Nana, for sure. Okay. Yesterday, we talked about consistency. So that's what I'm getting to. Consistency. Okay. And I just want to remind y'all that after the 15th of the month, whatever goal most people have set, they have either officially given up or forgotten about it, or so many things have went wrong that it keeps them from it, or they're bored. It's gotten boring after 3 weeks of doing a thing. It gets boring. And so they stop for that reason. Okay. So I want to make sure I mention that. I'll probably mention it at least a little bit every day this week, because this is where dreams go to die after 3 weeks. Okay. People love to say, if you can do anything for 21 days, it ain't true. More often people give up around day 9. And so 21 days is an arbitrary number. You just need to keep doing it until you can't anymore, or you need time to rest, or certain setbacks have gotten in the way. Just keep doing it. 10 days, 5 days, 3 days, 21 days, 45 days, keep doing it. When a setback hits, stop. When you need rest, stop. Because the true mark of consistency is what you do after the stop. Can you get up and keep at it? All right? That's all it is what you do after the setback, after something has gotten in the way from you being as consistent as you want. What do? Do you pick up and keep going until it happens again? Or do you stop and give up altogether? Okay? That's all it is. Be Digital Love says, I walk every day, even with tears in my eyes. I feel that. That's sheer determination. And keep doing it until the tears dry up. Or stop and take a break. Stop and take a break. And then the real measure of your success is what you can do when you come back. That's what we talked about yesterday. That's my little summary report. All right. You got to be consistent. And this is what consistency actually looks like. Scheduled rest, respecting the setback, recognizing the difference between a setback and being bored. Okay. Good morning, me. Well, my TikTok people, y'all never fail me with these names. Y'all just write whatever. Whatever y'all want to write as a name. Y'all just put it in there. Facebook, YouTube people, I see y'all. I don't forget you. Good morning, Sage. Is that my Sage? I don't own Sage, but you know, there's so many different names. Is that Sage, the coloring book queen? With multiple self-published coloring book. Is that same Sage? Let me know. Let me know. We're back. It's Tuesday. So yesterday, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened in my life. It was probably the scariest time of my life, as far as like being able to help provide for my family. So I was in education. I served in education for 20 years, really. I started working with students as a 18-year-old. The summer before I started college, I worked with at the YMCA. I was a camp counselor. My first year of college, I tutored high school graduates, which were literally my classmates the year before, at a charter school. And then once I finished college, I worked as a public school educator. So 20 years. Good morning, Toya. 20 years. When COVID hit, y'all, it shook me. There were so many things that were happening in my profession. And I had a few very targeted events that made me realize that no matter what I did, I could not make the change I wanted to make as a public school district admin. I was a district admin. I moved up the ranks. I was a classroom teacher, a coach, and later became a district administrator. Okay. And so the last year that I worked, I had a few pivotal moments that made me realize the system was broken, that there was systemic oppression that I, as an individual, could not break. Now, within community, I probably could, but as an individual, I couldn't. And so that year, I worked to transition out of education. Okay. I took an academy. I did this special academy, and it led me to the work I get to do now. The only reason this business exists is because of the work I do now. You like the bacon shirt? Toya, I think you were on the live when I designed this shirt. I could be wrong. Toya said, I love the bacon shirt. Thank you. The designs are in my cart or on my pin site or my website. So if you go to my website, the designs are there. You can grab them. They're on my website. Most of the designs I wear will be on my website. All right. I'm going to be talking about this all week, this whole things work the right way. Okay. So I left my education job. 30 days later, I got a new job. I was making 10 grand more. Got into the job. 30 days later, they fired me. They didn't fire me, excuse me. They laid me off. I was laid off. Okay. And it shook me. That was July 4th of that year. And then my husband had also stopped working at his job. So for the first time in all my adult life, I was out of work. My husband's out of work. And I just felt like the walls was just climbing in on me. Okay. And here's what I will say. Before that month was over, I got a new job. And by the September 1st, he had a job. Okay, so it was fine. It worked out. But I'm telling you this, and I'm going to repeat the story tomorrow because we've got another angle I want to look at it. But your words are powerful. And what you say is powerful. Okay? So it was that experience, losing my job, being laid off. I was laid off 30 days. I didn't even get a full check over there. They had to give me my, package. They had to give me my package because they laid me off. But I never even received like a full month's salary from them. And so that happened. I got a new job shortly after. My husband still wasn't working. So things, it takes both of us in order for our home to work. So Mosaic Creative Designs, my business, came as a result of realizing I needed another source of income that was separate from what some corporation had to say. Okay. Yes, thank you, Toya. That's the word, severance. They gave me my severance package. Okay. I would not be talking to you right now if it wasn't for losing a job. Well, being laid off. I need to use the right vocabulary. Being laid off from the job. my husband not working, and realizing I could not depend on those things. That is where Mosaic Creative Designs came from. A desire to make sure that I had something that I own. Now, since then, I work full-time, part-time, contract, business. I do too doggone much, really, what it is. But I've got this thing, and I just feel like I'm at the right moment, at the right time, and I just don't want to give up on it. I know something greater is coming. I also know that there is a lot of power in the words that you use and what you say. Okay? There's a lot of power in the words you use and what you say. Fast forward. My husband's he's been at his job the last year or so, a little over a year. And so yesterday, he was assigned a new role, and he messaged me like, "Hey, I'm being assigned this new role, and it's a little promotion. It's a little promotion." And so I let it slide. He texted me, and then later that day he said, "We're just talking about it again. Blah blah blah. Yeah, the little promotion." And it hit me, and I was like, "Why do you keep adding little to this progress? Like, why do you keep doing that?" And so I said to him, "There's nothing little about this work and what you're doing." And that brings me to us, because I do believe we spend way too much time minimizing our own efforts. Y'all, I'm catching my breath, so give me a second. Why we keep adding little? The little business, it's just a little side hustle, little thing I do on the side. Or why do we keep letting other people attach minimizing words to what we're doing? Why we keep doing that? Why we keep doing that? Our little business. Your words got power. There we go. Okay? Maybe you say something, it's just a side hustle. I kind of know what I'm doing. I kind of know. I got this little opportunity, this little small opportunity. Why do we shrink ourselves when we really should be celebrating? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever downplayed a win, whether it be a big one or a small one. Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have ever downplayed a win, big or small. Okay? Our words shape our reality. This is one of my areas of growth. I really have to work on the words I use. All right. I told telling the gal pals yesterday, yeah, I used to be a great mom. I used to be a really good mom. You missed the bus, huh, son? The bus never came? Okay. Is it showing up on the app? Oh, that's true. Okay. You need to leave a little earlier, and then I'll bring you to school in a few minutes. Huh? The who? On a computer, yeah. I'm every device I have is being used. Setbacks, y'all. I am. So this is one of my habits. Sorry, y'all, but I heard that door unlock and I was like, what in the world? What in the world? So your words shape your reality. This is one of mine. I was telling my gal pals, like, oh Lord, back when I was a good mom, and they called me out on it because my words shape my reality. So it's one of these that I really have to work on. Being very mindful. Because I've always been a good mom. Not perfect. Not perfect at all. But to imply that I'm bad, that's a bit too much. Our words shape our reality. Okay? So the way you speak about your success, your work, and yourself, it sets the tone for how other people see you too. It sets the tone. You going into meetings downplaying yourself, sets the tone that it's okay for you to be downplayed. All right. You're going on these Zoom calls with your camera off and you don't talk at all ever. It sets a tone that you're disconnected and disinterested. Or also that you're here to take, but you don't have anything to offer. Whether you intended for that to be the case or not. Okay? So your words shape your reality. When you downplay your accomplishments, people believe you. When you minimize your work, people believe you. They don't think that you're being humble. That's a huge thing. Let me be clear. I'm gonna repeat it so y'all hear what I'm saying. When you downplay your accomplishments, people believe you. They do not believe that you're humble. They believe that you're not worth it because you told them you weren't. So if you don't take yourself seriously, who else will? If you don't take yourself seriously, ain't nobody else gonna take yourself seriously. So own your wins so that they're gonna believe that too. If you believe it, they believe it. Now they may not like it, but y'all already know what I say about that. Let them talk. Okay, so let me be clear. This isn't about arrogance. It's about acknowledging your own growth. So it's not about arrogance. That's not what this is about. Okay? I'm not saying that you got to be arrogant. I'm just saying recognize exactly how much you work. You worked for it. You showed up. Claim it. Okay? Let me read some of these comments. I see a lot of ones, so we got to change this. Okay? Don't nobody think you being humble. No. They just believe you're not worth much because you told them you weren't. They just believe that you're not worth much because you told them as much. And then they treat you that way accordingly. This is the case in the workplace, in your family dynamics, in your role as daughters and or as parents. I say the best for last. In your marriage or significant other relationships. Yeah. Humble is a game. Humble is crap. The humble game is crap. They don't see humble. They see she ain't worth much, so I ain't got to do much. That's what they see. Good morning, T627. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Janice. Good morning, Dodger Boy. Good morning, y'all. We got to work on that. We have to work on that. All right. Don't downplay your worth. Work on not using those words and really reflect. I got a few questions I want you to think about. All right. Are you shrinking? Are you, honey, I shrunk the kids? Is that you? Are you standing in grassy fields that used to be your lawn because you made yourself so incredibly small no one can see you? Have you minimized your progress instead of celebrating? Do you struggle to say, I'm good at this, without adding a disclaimer? So here's what it sounds like. I'm really good at doing art, but ain't nobody gonna like it. I'm really good at art, but my family really don't accept this business. All they call it is a little business. That's what it sounds like. Everybody has some sort of talent, something that they're good at, something that can be explored and grown and made to something truly impactful. I am really good. I could have a PhD in talking about what I can't do and where I'm not capable. Some of y'all already have your PhDs in discussing what you're not good at. Huh. These chats is quiet. I guess y'all listening. Some of you could have a PhD in discussing what you are not good at. You'd have the highest level of degree. You are excellent at discussing how little value you have. You either talk to yourself or what's worse, you're talking to other people. We got to stop doing that. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're ready to shift how you speak about yourself starting today. 2 in the chat if you're ready to shift how you speak about yourself starting today. Put a 2. And then I'm going to give you some strategies on how to do it. I love it. I see it coming. Hey, Miss Karen. Hey, Sunny Bunny. Hey, Miss Karen. I see the tools coming in. I see the tools coming in. I see tools. I see them coming in, y'all. So we got to quit talking to ourselves and to other people as if we lack value. All right? They're not seeing you as humble. That's a lie. That's a lie from pit to hell. Good morning, Miss Patricia. Glad to have you this morning. How you doing? Miss Patricia on Facebook, how you doing? Good to see you this morning. All right, so I'm going to give you some things I need you to do. Because I see the tools, which means I need you to start doing it today. I see the tools. So here are some things that we're going to start speaking so that we can navigate in confidence. Because when we navigate in confidence, okay, when we really work to do that work, we can be successful in our businesses. We can be successful in our families. We can be successful in getting the house clean the way we want to, taking our medication on time, drinking water. Son, go over there to that computer and bring my water bottle. I'm supposed to be working on drinking more water, y'all. It's the whole thing. Okay? So, here's what I want you to do different. Catch yourself in the moment. Okay? Catch yourself in the moment. What does that mean? Stop saying little business. The minute you get ready to let little pass your lips, you need to pause. The business, my business, the community, my community, the organization, my organization, my family, the family. Catch yourself in a moment and stop. Stop it. There's nothing little about you. You were not born to be little. You were born to take up space. So quit saying little. I just leveled up. I just learned something new. I'm really good at. So you're going to take out those shrinking words and replace them. And make it public. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Including, it should be discussing your wins and progress should be a part of your social media content strategy for my business people. Okay? Testimonials should be part of your social media strategy. Think I'm lying? Go look at my Mosaic Creative Designs page. I did a whole carousel around testimonials. It's not about bragging. It's also not about being humble. Those two don't have bragging. Let me say something about bragging, because that's what a lot of people think it is. And because they lack so much confidence in themselves, that they think every time someone celebrates a progress or a win, they think it's bragging. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what bragging is. Bragging is talking about yourself in such a way that creates a reality that's not true. All right, that's bragging. When you boast about yourself in such a way that it's greater than what's actually your reality. Okay? That's what bragging is. I'm not talking about bragging. What I am talking about is speaking directly to your progress, privately and publicly. Business people, testimonials is one route. Testimonials is one route. All right? So in the same way that humble is a lie, bragging is a lie. People do not see humbleness. They see that that you speak lowly of yourself, so they can too. Celebrating, talking about, and uplifting your wins is also not bragging, because bragging is elevating the experience in a place that doesn't actually exist. That's bragging. The two are different. All right? The two are different. All right? So we got to remove these shrinking words. Remove them from our vocabulary. We're going to replace them. I leveled up. I grew. I made a sale. I closed the deal. I finished the speech. I went live. It was great. And let people celebrate you. Receive it. All right? So this week, I'm going to challenge you to speak boldly about what you achieved. And we're going to remove this little from our lives. All right? We're going to remove this little mindset from our big minds. That's the challenge. Business owners, direct challenge. Find a testimonial. Ask for a testimonial. Post about it. All right? Oh, unrelated, but I do got to say it while I remember. Linda, if you're still there, during Regina's Midjourney session yesterday, she discussed and directed people to you for your blending. There are a lot of questions about blending, and see, that's why it's so important. Community is so important, right? Because she spoke her name and she wasn't even in the room. All right. Spoke her name. She wasn't even in the room. So you may have some people headed your way. They dropped your Facebook link in the chat on that call last night. So just FYI. Because she was like, I don't do blending, but Glenda does. Also, they may call you Glenda because we started there, and then finally someone was like, no, her name's not actually Blenda, it's Linda. We just called her that because she blends. So anyway, I meant to message you last night, but then my eyes closed, and you know the rest. Not related to this, but y'all know where I'm going. All right, we got to speak each other's names in other rooms too. Okay, she talked about that last night during her Regina's live. Okay. All right, so Be Digital Love says, girl, love challenges. Don't do that. Oh no, business owners, the ones who are business owners in this space, I challenge you. Okay? Ask for a testimonial, post about it. It should be an inherent part of your social media strategy. How are people going to trust you if you won't even tell people that other people trust you? All right? You got to do that. And it's not bragging. Bragging would be, I've made $1 million in sales in XYZ, knowing good doggone well I haven't. It's creating a reality that's not real in hopes of convincing people I'm something that I'm not. I'm telling people who I am, and I'm going to convince them of that. Toya says, I started putting those together in a carousel. Yes. Love that. Put them together in a carousel, post the whole carousel, then the next month, post one slide at a time. That's, if you got 6 testimonials, that's one carousel with 6. And then the next month, you post each individual slide as its own post. That is 7 pieces of content. All right? Okay? So I got a few challenges accepted. Let's do that. It's not bragging. And being humble is a scam. Don't fall for it. You just told people what you're worth. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to take this pace down since now I've had yet another setback to my morning. I'm going to have to bring young champ to school. Them shit, he's trying to wear me out in these mornings. Y'all understand? So I'm going to start taking my speed down. Miss Patricia says, challenge accepted. Yeah, we're in the no shrink. We're in our no shrink season. The only thing we want shrinking around here is these waistlines. Okay? That's it. I'm going to put that on a shirt. We're not shrinking ourselves because of what's going on in the government. We're not going to shrink ourselves because of what family has to say. The only thing we're shrinking are waistlines. Oh, I lied. Good point. Toya said debt. We will also shrink debt. Yes. I want my debt to be anorexic. I ain't gonna lie. Woo! I want my debt to be a little toothpick. I want scrawny dick. She's right. So there are two areas we want to see shrinkage: debt and waistlines. Okay, that's it. Everything else, we need to talk about, share, celebrate. And what's also really hard is letting other people do it for us. Okay, I'm bad at it. My husband and I had this conversation yesterday. I did get his permission. Y'all won't see him much because I'm a big believer in, like, he's not even on TikTok. So to me, it's not fair to put him somewhere that he's not on himself. But this morning he was like, "Yeah, give me credit. Give me my credit." I'm like, "Whatever, dude." But I did get his permission. All right. Listen, you on to something, Toya? You on to something? I like where you're going. Don't send me to the lab. I got work to do. Don't send me to the lab. Only shrinking waist and debt. Okay? We're not shrinking for no men. We're not shrinking. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go and just call it. We're not shrinking for no children either. Okay? Children, their needs and desires, oftentimes mothers, aunties. We don't buy ourselves a new outfit. We showing up to stuff raggedy, but our baby is blessed down. We need to kill that. Purchase the sale, and you both show up great. I'm slowly having to unpack and stop doing that myself. All right? I'm slowly, very slowly having to do that myself. Okay? For a long time, I'd show up any kind of way, but my baby got his dance outfit on. Hell is even going on now? My son got his locks done. He looking fresh. My head. Will be when I get paid again. But that's neither here nor there. I can retwist the front myself until funds are available. I can do that. That's a little extra work, but I can do it. And I'm getting the habit of also, even if the kids are showing up cute, I can put some effort in showing up cute too. Okay? Because we shrink ourselves behind it. Matter of fact, we shrink ourselves more for our children than we do our spouses and significant others. All right, 2025. We shrinking waste and debt. That's it. That's it. That's all we're doing. Waste, debt. That's all we're doing. When you're shrinking that, nothing else will be shrunk. Okay? If you have businesses, unshrink yourself. That great piece of feedback you got, put it out there. Let other people know that you offer XYZ services, and this is the impact. Bye, digital love. Have a great day. Of course, of course. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about layoffs and rejection. I kind of teed it up a little bit, talking a little bit about when my husband and I were both out of work, and we didn't have job prospects. I'm gonna come back to that tomorrow and kind of talk about it from a slightly different angle. Okay. But I needed y'all to know that today because our words have power. Here we are a year later, or 3 years later, and those words just crept back in. Sometimes we forget where we came from and where things started. Okay. All right, let's talk. Today is Tuesday. If you need some time to de-stress, I got you, Linda. Have a great day. If you need some time to de-stress, join TRM. Talia usually does the bulk of the coloring. I color ish. Regina does not color, but she does collage. All right. So if you need some time to just rest, just relax. Kiki, sometimes we talk about movies and television shows. It's just a time to relax. We don't talk much business, and we don't do a whole lot of sales. So it's just a time to chill. We may talk lightly about something we're doing, but it's just a chill time. Okay. Tomorrow, Patreon subscribers, those of you that are part of the TRM Learning Patreon, you have a co-working session. You've been learning a lot. You took Mid-Journey class with Regina. You took the Canva class with me and wallpapers with Talia this past month. The time we're going to spend tomorrow is our time to work on that stuff. Practice, skills, get products prepared and pushed out. Come hang out with us for an hour. We're going to spend 80% of that call working. We're going to spend the other 20% answering your questions, just helping you, making sure that those little day-to-day things that ChatGPT just didn't spit the answer out for you, Google didn't spit the answer out for you, we'll do our best to address that. Okay? So that's tomorrow, because tomorrow's Wednesday, yes. Sunday. We'll be back with Sundays with TRM. It is your opportunity to share your craft, your passion, your services. It's also an opportunity to learn about um, business tips, what these GPTs do, how they work, and then grab the ones that you need. Okay. Good morning, Candy. Candy, you caught me at the end. Okay, so that's what's going on in my world. I'm like, oh, we have 5,000 hearts. Thank y'all. Thank you. Hey, thank you. I didn't even notice. I was really passionate about this topic because I'm really bad about not speaking enough life into myself. So I didn't even see the numbers, y'all. Thank y'all. All right. So my Facebook community, you guys are growing. My YouTube people, you're growing. TikTok, if you had to hop off the call or there's a day you can't make it, head over to my Facebook or YouTube and you can catch the calls you missed. Okay. They're over there. They're there waiting for you. Um, y'all are growing. Thank you for showing up over there. I appreciate you kindly. Um, Facebook and YouTube. I don't know about YouTube, but Facebook for sure. If you share the live, that is the greatest gift you can give. It's the gift that keeps on giving because it makes the algorithm believe that other people might want to see it. Okay. My TikTok and YouTube people, have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're talking about